What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today is a very interesting day for Lucid. A lot of bullish signals are starting to make themselves very present. I'm going to talk about what that is and what they are and what that ultimately means for us as investors. But before I get into any of that, you guys definitely know that by now. Smash your thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Pop over to my Discord, link in the description below. With that, let's get right to it. So you can see live ticker 2.32% up, 17 million as far as overall volume. So that definitely is starting to pick back up more and more. 50.9 million as far as the overall average, and that is a 6-month average, and 714,000 shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds today alone. And there is a lot of positive things coming from today. Like I said, a lot of positive signals. And just looking quickly on the intraday chart, we had a little bit more volatility first thing among other growth stocks. All did kind of have the same scenario, but we are starting to bounce back right now, largely because of the technicals. In addition to one other thing, I'm going to talk about that though, but there was positive news that did come out from yesterday, and that was the Grand Touring, the performance model, and that is very good. I really do like that, and definitely shows that Lucid is hitting that mark, and Lucid knows that there is a demand for the performance models, and they can definitely tell that based on the Dream Editions. So I really do like that, and clearly the investors do as well. We did hit $23 pre-market as well from yesterday, and in addition to that, there was recently a analyst that did provide a $45 price target. Initially, it was just XA and BNP providing a outperform kind of rating, but now it does show a $45 price target. So this is why I really like to have interactive brokers. Make sure you are clicking on the link in the description below, and also the comments. Pop around and look on interactive brokers. Very good platform in my opinion, and it has a lot of good information. So that is one really good thing. In addition to that, there is big whales buying. So looking here, what are the big whales doing? And I'm going to break this down a little bit further after that, but most options being done today have a $17.50 to $30 price target. And again, I'm just going to break that down a little bit further. So I'm going to go back to Ortex, looking at the options activity today. That is one big deal that's causing a lot of these growth stocks to surge today. A lot of big money is getting in, and that's definitely an understatement. $6.03 million worth of options being done today, with 68% of them being positive. So again, goes back to the point, $17.50 to $30 as far as the price target, and that's over the next 3 months. A lot of big options are being done, and this is why right now you can even tell based on the put/call ratio, it is starting to go back down, showing and ultimately meaning more calls are being purchased. And just giving you a quick update on some short interest. 1994 is a short interest, pretty stagnant from 1 week prior. Utilization is 100%. Short interest on a day-by-day change, negative 2.22%, which works out to be 5.55 million shares being returned. Cost to borrow is 5.76 as well. So definitely a lot of shorts are closing out the positions, and I've been saying this for quite some time. They are on the fence, and they have been on the fence for the last little bit. Very hesitant about increasing their position, because at these prices, there's not much more downside it could go. That's in my own personal opinion, especially more so on the technicals. When I break that down, there wasn't much more downside left. In addition to that, there's new rounds of 13Fs, not necessarily any getting in big time, some small institutions and so forth, but the big players are at the tail end of April. So that is something for us to really watch for, 13Fs. And one thing as well, while I'm on this, I really always like to point out the share price as far as the institutions and what their average share price is, because you can see it is all $30 and plus. Goes to show at those levels there was significant value in Lucid. So imagine where we are now. We are at a substantial discount. So this is why you need to put it in perspective. You need to buy these dips. And a lot of people have been saying that for the longest time. And when it comes down to Lucid, it is a long-term investment. It's going to be a very bumpy ride to say the least. But again, it goes back to it being a long-term investment, especially considering I can count so many different catalysts that is coming between 2024 and 2026. That is the golden time. That is when you want to invest until, and keep in mind, we will not be at these prices in 2024 to 2026. So this is why right now is an amazing time to buy in. Keep in mind though, I am not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day. So a lot of positive things coming for Lucid, a lot of big money getting in. On the technicals though, I have the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So like I said, a lot of big money is getting in. largely because of the technicals, and that's in how I see things. Stochastic is at currently 7, extremely oversold, and there is no defined trend. I do anticipate a bullish trend starting to form tomorrow, and momentum is pretty stagnant, so number of buyers is still going down on a daily basis. But that goes to show, again, if you piece everything together, this is why I like to do a lot of different indicators and piece together some data that we do have. So right now volume is up more than what we are used to, at least, to say the least, and momentum is down. So it goes to show, again, big money is buying. So big money is buying actual shares, and big money is doing a lot of options. So that's something for you to keep in mind. If that's something that you're very interested in, then Lucid might be for you. RSI is currently at 39 as well, and looking on the actual chart, we did bounce off of the low. So similar to exactly what happened on March the 15th, which goes to show as well that we have a very strong support. So again, this is more of a technical rally that we are bouncing off of. So overall, there is a lot of positive things, and even more so on the Fibonacci. Just going to break that down for you. We are currently at $21.81. 21.75 is the S1. So despite everything, we are still trading between the S1 and the pivot, whereas every other growth stock is between S2 and the S1. So Lucid is still doing relatively good in comparison to a lot of other growth stocks. So just take that how you see that. Like I said, there is a lot of positive things coming for Lucid and great reasons why you need to buy. But with all that said though, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. If you haven't already, smash your thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. Don't forget to pop over to Interactive Brokers, link in the description below and also in the comments. Just click on the link and then you can play around. There is a lot of good stats on Interactive Brokers, so just quickly make an account and it is free to do so. With all that said though, appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.